Let's start setting up.
Okay.
Wind 036 visibility 4, sky conditions 1100 scattered, ceiling 1200 broken, wind 036 visibility 4, sky conditions 1100 scattered, ceiling 1400 broken, temperature 6, dew point 6, QNH 1005, ILS, runway 10, landing and departing runway 10. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have echo. Southwest airport echo 1002. Wind 036 visibility 4. Sky conditions 1100 scattered. Ceiling 1000.
Clearance delivery, Ryanair 7242. Information, Lima, request clearance.
Ryanair 7242. This is correct. Clear to LMML baby. Delta 1. Foxtrot departure route, runway 10. Initial altitude is 4. Thus expect flight level 102. Squawk 4312. QNH 1005.
Cleared by ABI Delta 1 Foxtrot. Initial altitude is 4000, flight level 110, then 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 4312. Ryanair 7242.
Ryanair, correct. Ground control on 1.1.8.
Roger. 121.8. Ryanair 7242.
Ground control 418. Request taxi.
418. Taxi via Echo 5 Romeo Foxtrot Oscar Uniform Tango Echo Romeo Alpha Tango 4 to gate 300.
Via Echo 5 Romeo Foxtrot Oscar Uniform Tango Echo Romeo Alpha Tango 4 to gate 300418.
Back from the walk around, everything looks good.
Ground control 437. Request startup.
437. Startup
Hi, Captain.
approved.
May we stop boarding now?
Yes.
Great.
Ground control 437. Request taxi.
437. Taxi to holding position runway 10. Use taxiways Zulu Yankee Romeo Bravo 6 Bravo 7. When on position, contact tower on 118.6.
By Zulu Yankee Romeo Bravo 6 Bravo 7 to holding position runway 10. Tower on 118.6. 437.
Dublin ground, Swiss 418, taxi to gate. Swiss 418, taxi to gate 300, and taxiway Echo 3, Hotel 2, Hotel 1, Lima, India, November, Kilo 4, Alpha Tango 4. Taxiing to gate 300. 1 Lima, India, November, 418.
Take your plate, please. Thank you.
Glide slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Sink rate. Pull up. Terrain. Pull up. Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain. Glide slow. Bank angle. Bank angle. Minimums. 500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
I'm ready for the brief.
Okay, we have no MEL issues today. I will be the pilot flying. It will be a standard takeoff using noise abatement departure procedure 1. The departure will be an ATC assigned SID. We will use flaps 5 for takeoff. Runway condition is dry. As for anti-ice, engine anti-ice is required. Engine bleeds will be on. From 0 to 100 knots, for any malfunction I'll call reject and confirm the auto brakes are operating. If not operating, I will apply maximum manual braking and maximum symmetric reverse thrust and come to a full stop on the runway. After full stop on the runway, we make a decision on further action. From 100 knots to V1, I will only reject for one of the following 3 reasons: engine fire, engine failure, or a takeoff configuration warning call. After above V1, we'll continue into the air and the only actions below 400 feet are for you to silence any alarm bells and confirm any failures. Above 400 feet, I'll call for failure action drills as required, and you will perform memory items. At 800 feet above field elevation, I'll call for altitude hold, and will retract the flaps on schedule. At 1500 feet, I will call for the checklist. If we're above maximum landing weight, we'll make a decision on whether to perform an overweight landing as the situation requires. If we have a wheel well, engine or wing fire, I will turn the aircraft in such a way the flames will be downwind and we will evacuate via the upwind side. If we have a cargo fire, I want you to ensure the emergency services do not open the cargo doors until the evacuation is completed. Any questions?
No questions.
Departure brief complete. Pre-flight checklist.
Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Instrument transfer and display switches.
Normal, auto.
Window heat.
On,
Pressurization mode selector.
auto.
Flight instruments.
Set,
Parking brake.
set,
Engine start levers.
cut off.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
Captain, I have your load and balance sheet here for you.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Captain. Have a nice flight and I'll be seeing you later. Bye.
As you locate your assigned seats, please place your smaller items under the seat in front of you to provide more room for larger items in our overhead compartments. If you need assistance, contact the flight attendants. If you are unable to accommodate any item in the cabin, please bring it to the boarding door and we will check it for you. Also review the safety instruction in your seat pocket. If you are seated at an exit seat, also review the exit seating criteria.
Ground control 781. Request taxi.
781. Taxi via Echo 5 Romeo Foxtrot Oscar Uniform Tango Echo Romeo Zulu Yankees Lima India November Kilo 2 Alpha Tango 1 to gates Romeo 400.
Via Echo 5 Romeo Foxtrot Oscar Uniform Tango Echo Romeo Zulu Yankee Lima India November Kilo 2 Alpha Tango 1 to gate Romeo 400781.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is ready to go.
Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is the captain. On behalf of myself and all the crew, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you aboard. We'll be ready to depart in just a few moments, so please sit back, relax and enjoy the service. And as ever, thank you for choosing to fly with us. We know you have a choice, so we certainly appreciate your custom, and we hope you enjoy the flight.
Ground control, Ryanair 7242. Request start up and pushback.
Ryanair 7242. Startup and pushback approved.
Approved. Ryanair 7242.
Before start procedure,
Check. I'm ready for the checklist.
before start checklist,
Flight deck door.
closed and locked.
Fuel.
1.4 tons pumped on.
Passenger signs.
On.
Windows.
Locked.
MCP.
Set.
Takeoff speed. CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision light.
On.
Before start checklist complete.
Ground from cockpit.
Go ahead.
We are ready for pushback and engine start.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed and the pin has been inserted. Please release the brakes.
Brakes released.
Roger, Captain, pushback and you are clear to start all engines.
Roger. Start engine 2.
Starting number 2. Starter cutout.
Start engine 1.
Starting number 1.
Okay, push is complete. Set brakes please.
Brakes set.
Thank you, Captain. The toolbar and pin have been removed, and I'll see you on the left-hand side with the pin.
Speaking. Please direct your attention to the cabin crew for important safety information. There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on board this aircraft. Regulations require compliance with this information as well as all crew instructions, the lighted information signs and posted placards. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt. To release your seatbelt, lift the metal flap on the buckle. It is our policy that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated. Doors are clearly marked with exit signs and instructions for door operation. Each door is equipped with an escape slide. Locate the nearest
starter cutout
exit to you and note that the nearest...
Okay, Graham, the engine starts are good. You can disconnect now and go to hand signals.
Okay, everything looks good down here. Have a nice flight.
Engine anti-ice coming on.
Pressure. A panel will open an oxygen mask. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull a mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Oxygen will be flowing to the mask.
Flaps 5.
Check.
Not inflate. Cover your nose and mouth with a mask. Place the elastic band around your head and tighten by pulling on the end. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Your life jacket is located under your seat. Tighten the straps and once outside the aircraft, pull on the tabs to inflate your jacket. If the jacket fails to inflate, use the
takeoff flaps set. I'm ready for the checklist.
Before taxi checklist.
Generators
on.
Probe heat
on.
Anti-ice.
Engine anti-ice on.
Isolation valves.
Auto.
Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Recall.
Checked.
Auto brake.
RTO.
Engine start levers.
Idle detent.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Ground control, Ryanair 7242. Request taxi.
Ryanair 7242 via Alpha Tango 6 Golf Romeo Bravo 6 Bravo 7 to holding position runway 10. When on position, contact tower on 118.6.
Via Alpha Tango 6 Golf Romeo Bravo 6 Bravo 7. Holding position 10. Tower on 118.6. Ryanair 7242.
November Kilo 2 Alpha Tango 1 to gates Romeo 400 by Echo 5 Romeo Foxtrot Oscar Uniform Tango Echo Romeo Zulu Yankee Lima India November Kilo 2 Alpha Tango 1 to gate Romeo 400653. Continue taxi.
Before takeoff checklist.
Flaps 7.
Flaps 5. Green light.
Stabilizer trim.
6.0 units.
Before takeoff checklist complete. Cabin crew, take your seats.
Tower, Ryanair 7242, on holding position, runway 10.
Ryanair 7242, hold your position.
Holding our position, Ryanair 7242.
Ryanair 7242, line up, runway 10.
Lining up runway 10, Ryanair 7242.
Runway entry procedure.
Check. Ready to go.
Approaching 10. On runway 10.
Ryanair 7242, wind 030 for fly runway heading to point airborne, contact departure on 130.905, runway 10 for takeoff, goodbye.
Runway heading, departure frequency 130.905, runway 10, cleared for takeoff, Ryanair 7242.
Takeoff.
Check. Thrust set. $80 knots.
Check.
V1. Rotate. Positive brakes.
Gear up.
Gear up.
LMAP.
LMML.
VNAV.
VNAV. Command A.
Gear up, Ryanair 7242, wind on 1000 for 4000.
Set flaps up speed.
Check.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Flaps up.
Flaps up. Transition altitude altimeters 1013.
Transition altitude altimeters 1013.
Highway I-7242, climb to flight level 190.
Climbing to flight level 190, Ryanair 7242.